Set nearly 1,000 years before the events in The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion and The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls Online take part in compelling history and lore of the Elder Scrolls franchise. Designed to be played exactly the way you want to play, you can start wherever you like, with no level restrictions and no subscription required. This massive world is yours to explore, alone or with friends. Choose a favorite location or storyline and jump in. From the capital cities of the Three Alliances, to the magical Somerset Isles. From the Khajiit territory of Elsewhere, to Morrowind, the home of the Dark Elves. From frozen Skyrim in the north, to the endless swamps of Blackmarsh. Adventure is everywhere. Are you ready to forge your own legend? Options for creating and personalizing characters in the Elder Scrolls Online are almost without limit. Choose from 9 different character races, with a 10th race option available as an add-on. Select from 6 unique classes and customize them to fill exactly what you want to play. Want to create a high elf sorcerer who wears heavy armor and wields dual daggers for close? Why not? Or maybe a red guard dragon knight who prefers light armor and a bow. It's completely up to you. Earn skill points as you venture across Tamriel to improve your character. Then master and customize yours to match your style. As you explore the world, keep an eye out for sky shards. For every 3 of these rare crystals you collect, you earn a bonus skill point to spend on your character. The in-game skill advisor provides recommendations on how to best spend points at each level. Different roles available to character. And you can always read your points whenever you leave a major city. So you can build and play the exact character you imagine. Go anywhere. Do anything. That's the freedom presented in the Elder Scrolls Online. The game scales your character to the content, so explore any dark cave or mysterious forest that intrigues you. Adventure on your own, or with friends, even if those friends have wildly different levels or belong to different alliances. Dive into the rich and varied story content as a solo player, or join a group to take on the most dangerous dungeons and boss monsters in the world. During your character creation, select one of the 3 alliances competing for power in this era: the Daggerfall Covenant, the Ebonheart Pact, or the Old Mary Dominion. Each alliance features a unique and compelling storyline, but your choice never precludes you from playing with friends of different alliances. The Elder Scrolls Online is designed so you can travel anywhere at any time, no matter your level or alliance. Tamriel is a dangerous place. When you cannot seek or talk your way out of conflict, you have to fight. The Elder Scrolls Online features an action-based combat system, reminiscent of the classic Elder Scrolls games. Use your skills, special abilities, and a combination of light and heavy attacks to defend yourself and your allies while you obliterate your foes. Unleash powerful synergy attacks when fighting as part of a group, and use block and dodge to reduce damage and avoid enemy attacks. If you prefer sneaking to direct combat, you can use stealth to evade detection, get around obstacles, or even set yourself up to unleash a potent surprise attack. Even the best solo player needs a little help now and then. Use the group and activity finder and the friends list to team up with other players for a dungeon or other adventure. The Elder Scrolls Online community is extremely welcoming to new players and invites them to join in. Our players go out of their way to help new players and show them the ins and outs of adventuring in Tamriel. This is especially evident within player guilds, a great way to meet others and develop lasting relationships that enhance your game. Join a guild to trade resources, tackle group content, or simply chat about the latest revelation of lore. There are also in-game guilds your character can join to receive new skill options and special rewards. The Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, and the Thieves Guild are all accessible through story content. And for a real challenge, join the Undaunted and earn a unique skill line and extra rewards for tackling group dungeons. Dungeons present some of the most difficult and dangerous content available in the Elder Scrolls Online. From the small dungeon delves that challenge solo players, to group dungeons that require 4 players to take on, to the ultimate 12 trials. These strange and wondrous places offer amazing visuals, complex battles, and components unlike anything else in the game. Once your character reaches 10th level and you have a better understanding of the game, the Elder Scrolls Online gives you the option to participate in a variety of player versus player, or PvP, content. Duels offer a more intimate PvP experience, where you can test your skills or try out a new character build in one-on-one combat against another player. Battlegrounds present short, intense combat, as 4-person teams take on 15-minute battles to earn achievements, experience, and special rewards. Alliance wars are large-scale battles, where the 3 alliances fight for control of the imperial capital of Cyrodiil. With siege weapons and massive armies, fight to capture and defend keeps and win the day. While you adventure and explore, don't forget to collect the valuable resources you find scattered throughout the world. These items can be used to craft weapons, armor, food, potions, and accessories that you can use to improve or further customize your character. Develop your skills in one or more professions and improve them by completing specialized craft bits. The professions include alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting, clothing, woodworking, provisioning, and jewelry crafting. The Elder Scrolls Online provides players with the ability to own and personalize homes for their characters all across Tamriel. Homes can be acquired by completing quests, purchased through the Crown Store, or bought with in-game gold. Houses consist of single-room abodes to multi-chambered mansions. But nothing beats the opulence or grandeur of a manor house, complete with luxury accommodations for your character and up to 24 guests. Home ownership doesn't end there. Craft furnishings and accessories to personalize, improve, and decorate your home. There's never been a better moment to jump in and start playing the Elder Scrolls Online. With access to a multitude of adventures all across the width and breadth of Tamriel, and the freedom to play wherever and however you like, it's time to begin your Elder Scrolls story.
Welcome to ESO. It's 3. Like, it's not 3 o'clock. It's 5:19. And welcome to the day. It is currently March 15th, if you didn't know. Have you ever been over to the store and then somebody's like, like writing down on a check? Hey, cashier, what day is it? Like, oh, it's the 15th. Okay. Hopefully, she is watching. It is a good 15th. So what's going on in today's Elder Scrolls news? That shall be seen. We're going to be checking out Wiki. We're going to go over the daily login rewards, and we're going to get into the game to seeing if we're going to get those rewards as I kind of twinkle in with Mount Buddy. Do you remember Mount Buddy? Do you remember Mount Buddy? You might be like yearning for that wolf pet. There's Mount Buddy. Don't you love Mount Buddy? Every time introducing the Elder Scrolls Online, these are like in a dream world, like I'm actually in the Tamriel universe. You understand what I'm saying? And with that, what we have to do to be in the game, really, is we have to do some work. I don't know if the processing system is actually processing, so this is going to take some time. So hang in there tight. I will be tuning you in on what you're going to be receiving with an instant all research. So you probably didn't hear that, and that's okay. How do you like Mount Buddy? Have you been doing any research on Wolfpet? Wolfpet looks like a tough pet to tame. So yesterday we were over there riding around on Sweet Roll as Sweet Roll was trying to ooze over Webby Yellow. And if you kind of catch on to what's going on, this is kind of like the mindset during the daytime and the nighttime. When you look at what's like the mindset, you kind of think of me with Maribel, like in the daytime, and then in the nighttime, you're like and we'll get into that here in a little bit, as we will be researching the baby scroll here later on with Wiki. So with that, I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your day and drive, and you'll learn a lot about Elder Scrolls as we're gearing towards learning about what the daily login rewards that we're going to receive today. Pretty exciting. So stay tuned. Be right back. Just got back in here. It's a great thing when you getting ready for the game night. Are you ready for the game night? I am. I'm getting ready. I want to get on. I want to get on Sweet Roll. I want to ride on. It's a love story. I've seen Sweet Roll fall in love with Webbiella. So beautiful. And as you're thinking about falling in love with your favorite so-called horse, today in Steam, you guys are going to be receiving an instant all research. That's the reward. What does that involve? Well, we're going to have to get into the end of the game and get on your favorite mount buddy to find out whether or not you're going to be receiving the reward. Here yesterday, I thought we were going to receive the wolf pet, but we didn't receive the wolf pet. So what we have to do is we have to do some more work, and this is going to get in some stuff I always have to get into, in which I don't know what I'm doing. So what we're going to do is we're looking in here in ElderScrollsOnline.com. Okay, we got Mount Buddy. We love Mount Buddy. So Mount Buddy. Trying to think how this is going to work. So it looks like Mount Buddy is going to be going over into as tweet today. And that's how we're going to get the more complex matter at hand of what's going on inside of the system to getting that working. Of what I'm talking about in real life in the site in ElderScrollsOnline.com, we have a continual issue to where we're having problems communicating over in Facebook, Twitter, and emails. That's an important thing to be able to communicate in, and without that, what we have to do is we have to get the coloring mechanism, the coloring box. We need to get that working. You see what I'm saying? The two different colors that we have in ElderScrollsOnline.com is what we use in the daily login rewards. As you can kind of see, you would have thought, hey, that's two colors of blue, but really there's three colors of blue. So the quick thing here, Tweet is working very, very hard for us and trying to get the bar rolling. That's the issue that's going on inside of the system, and we need Tweet to work. So come on, Tweet. You can do it. Come on, Tweet. You can do it. You can get that loading bar going. I know you can. I know you can. Come on, Tweet. Come on. Come on, Tweet. Come on, Tweet. Come on. No, just Tweet's stubborn. You're looking at you're like, yeah, Tweet's there. But I won't be riding Tweet. I'll be riding Sweet Roll. And I'm looking for a good mount buddy to ride on while during the game here in the future. So right now I've got Sweet Roll. I'm riding around on Sweet Roll, and I've got to Liebel's in the stable, but Sweet Roll, you might not have remembered Liebel, but Liebel is a beloved mount buddy. Liebel's just not known. And now you know. And so we're going to be looking in over on Sweet Roll how we're going to get that loading bar working. And getting that loading bar working, come on, Tweet. Get in there, Tweet. Tweet, get into Wiki. So right here, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this live, and this is going to be some fun stuff. This is a little different than you would have thought. So just bear with me on this. And two is don't go onto the net side right now. Don't go onto the ESO. During this time, this 2 hour and a half, whatever time frame, don't go on to the ESO app. Okay, I'll explain how this is very important for you guys to understand. The last 2 days that this has been presented, everyone did not go in. That's a great thing. That's an absolute great thing. So what I'm explaining here, please don't go on the ESO app here while this is being done. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take off the ElderScrollsOnline.com screen here really quick, and then we're going to do the regular things here. This is what I do to try to get this better. The system is just not rolling like it should. So these things have to be done. You know what? Really quick here, I'm going to go back on to ElderScrollsOnline.com while I do the work first, and then we'll start getting into the into Wiki here here shortly. So I'm going to do this right now on the inner side. Once the inner side gets taken care of, the inner side can go into the sequence, and we can start presenting Wiki, which is that's an important thing. And so this is the process that has to be done in order. Even though you don't see it, you'll kind of and those qualified technicians will explain exactly what's inside of the system, where the system is showing that there are some like stuck freezing points inside of the net side of Elder Scrolls. And so that's another reason why right now you guys do not want to be on the ESO app, because the it's basically the ESO app is it's kind of like a free share. This isn't free, but what I'm saying is it's a freeware where it's meant for everybody to use. And the sucky thing about it is there have been people that have gone into the net side that weren't supposed to, and they just can't go back on. And so that if you're able to just watch this, you'll kind of understand a little bit more of the reasons why you're not going to be able to get into the things like the ESO app. You can watch things like a regular, like over on YouTube or over in Twitch, but on the inner side, you're not going to be able to get into those things that you might have wanted. You went into them before. You weren't supposed to. So all good things come in time, and right here on the inner side, this is just very slow. Okay, so I am just getting some misinformation as I'm typing. This is where the malfunctions get fixed. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with one of the foundational online game. There's two sets of the foundational games in which I consider. The two foundational games are Arena and Legends. And so Legends has just been taken care of as you're hearing this. So this is a really good thing to where we have Legends available. Now there's a little different thing about like in the systems when you hear about like Steam or Xbox. This is the same thing of with the in the system such as like the PC side and the Macintosh side. Macintosh and PC are basically the same thing, but they're not an Xbox console, and they're not a Steam console, and they're not a PlayStation console. They're all different programs, but they're connected. It's the same thing, just different programming. So yeah, this is just slow. I think the reason why this is slow is because this is a pure connection, a basic. How do I explain how this actually is on what the inner system actually is? Can't go in and show you guys everything because it'll take up too much so-called memory in the screen. And what we want is we want the important things to be seen, such as wiki, and that this is the first step of you guys just hearing me talk about this. One day I could put this on the screen and show you guys what I'm doing, but for right now, the system is delicate that it couldn't even I couldn't even show it because if you're not connected in the proper channel inside of the channel, then that won't work. And so what has to happen first is we have to do the inner things so we can see the outer things. Such a blessing. And with the pointer inside of the inner system, the current problem is the cursor inside of the where you see like your mouse icon that you can move around. The actual cursor inside of the pointed mouser, if you want to call it, is not functioning. The actual cursor is not able to like fully scroll down, is what I'm saying on the screen. When you see my hand here as I'm working, we can't like on my hand right here, in the fist. It's like the cursor. It can't the cursor can't go down. It's like a freeze, and then it goes down. It's a freezing issue. That's the kind of the reason also currently why I can't show the inner things that I'm working on right now. I would like to show everything that I'm doing, and that just went off. So we lost a connection, and that's the reason why we have to just some things have to be left alone while they're being worked on. Otherwise, they won't work. Okay, so I kind of lost my place where I was because the connection was lost. Yesterday, I was looking into the plant that we've planted inside of you guys in the 5th version of Elder Scrolls. We're looking to get Winterfrost in, and there have been some things that were done wrong. When explaining over in the Nintendo Switch, the program, the previous people that went in, I'm not for sure who went in on Nintendo, but they were using the color blue from the color board. And in Nintendo, what's supposed to be done is the color of red is supposed to be used as the connection. I'm not for sure why why the color blue was being used for Nintendo as for the update in the Switch that was just done. What happened with since the color the connection bar that was blue that was being processed, it took 2 times to actually what will show you as an update, but the update was not actually updated. And so what we have to do is we have to do a little bit more work because the plant has not showed up inside of Skyrim. We want Nintendo to work. Besta is going into Nintendo right now and taking over. Isn't that sweet? Here's Besta come from. Now you can see where Besta came from. Besta does do stuff. Okay, now getting the important thing taken care of. Okay. I don't know how those connections were being lost, but okay, now the important connection that has just been taken care of. There is there's a freezing issue inside of the little ball when the you might see this on your device. You can pretty much see it on your Android, your iPhone, or on your laptop or your Macintosh. You can see the little spinning loading bar where it's pending inside of things like what's called Google Play. When the loading bar when it's showing pending, in the important thing to us in Elder Scrolls, one of the most important things is that once it got done, it froze like for maybe like a millisecond, and then it went through. That's kind of what happened earlier with the connection when I first started programming. That's what actually had happened earlier today. So I think that had something to do with it. Like when you guys might not understand what's going on when we connect up into certain programs. There's a time frame. You know, when somebody's taking a picture and they'll say like say cheese, or they'll do like a rocket launch liftoff phrase. They say like 10, 9, blah blah blah, going all the way down to 1. Well, in the program that I work with, is it's a countdown from 3, 2, 1, and once the 1 hit, it was the same thing as the ESO app was happening to the ESO app was happening to the program when the program was launching. You see what I'm saying? This is going to go further to where this is going to help 2025 of where when we do find malfunctions, like when we're trying to launch Sky Oblivion. This is the premature form of understanding how we're going to be able to launch the game and the game series in Elder Scrolls. So this is an important thing to understand with the loading bar mechanism, how we're loading inside of the system of what I'm talking about. That little problem that is not actually carrying over. That problem is solved by what I had just communicated here a couple of seconds ago, and we've got some more pending things coming in. Not for sure why this came in again, but for some odd reason these things keep on coming back in which sometimes that's not needed. but I'm not sure why this came in again. It say pending, and this just came in like in a matter of like a minute. This came back. This is taking a little bit more time to get that fixed. So I'm going to have to go back to all the other ones that I had fixed, and I got to fix it again. You know, when you see errors, you've got to go back and you've got to fix it. Even though you might think that you're getting bored by just pressing a button. These things are just not pressing a button. What has to happen is we have to get the system working. We have to save our lives. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what Elder Scrolls is about. This is going to save our lives. And so I have to explain how you have to get involved with Elder Scrolls in some form. If you're not specifically getting involved in Elder Scrolls, if you're not playing the game is what I'm talking about in the game, you're going to at least want to get involved with Wiki. And I'll go over that here in a little bit as we're getting in. I'll kind of show you where you're looking if you're not getting involved specifically with Elder Scrolls. So you're going to want to go over later on. Right now, I'm getting Wiki prepared. This is a great thing. This is so much fun. So the loading bar there, it's blue. What's gonna are you guys seeing while you're getting your updated? Are you seeing the color blue? You know, we really should be seeing the color green as the loading bar. This is very simple. This is very, very simple. We have to use the old saying with the old fire drill. You know, stop, drop, and roll. What we have to do is we're going to have to use the traffic signals. And when you stop at an intersection, you see what I'm saying? If somebody doesn't, then they're like, I'm just going to go through that intersection. I know somebody said, hey, you knew better. Like, no, I didn't. Okay, you need to go to class and you need to learn what go means. So what I'm suggesting here in the inner system and to where you guys will see here in the future is to put the loading bar on the spinning loading bar as a green. You see what I'm saying? In a company, it's important. Color is very important. Now the good point here on the coloring board, blue has to be paid. If you guys in outside companies are using blue as the connection, you've got to pay. If you're not a blue company, you need to be using your own color. This is going in again. Wow, this is just, that's not right. This is going in again. Why? I don't understand this. This keeps on. This is really weird. I should put this on the screen and show you guys of what's going on because this is an actual problem. Before we get into Wiki, and I don't know if we're going to be able to, kids, I don't know if we're going to be able to get into the game here today as wanted to, because this is more important right now for us to understand to where we can play the game. If we don't get this fixed, we're not gonna be able to connect up. Is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying in Wiki with the code letter K, connect. We need to learn how to connect. There's some good learning. Good learning, and these things have to be paid. You have to pay. Just pay now. That's going to be the slogan in one place that you won't realize just yet. I'm going over into Wiki and I'm going to explain how these things need to be paid. You guys won't even understand that you've been looking at a site all these years and had made it. This is going to be sweet when we see. I see. Okay, so we got right over here with ESO Surveyor Lite, ESO Surveyor, the UESO app. We are having an issue inside of the system where like things like ESO pledges, ESO helper, ESO Surveyor Lite, ESO Surveyor, the UESO app, all of these things they're coming back. See, this I'm just going to show what I'm doing, and it keeps on coming back for some odd reason. So I think I had taken care of the ESO pledges, but the ESO Surveyor Lite. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the loading bar off. Huh. So that didn't even respond by clicking on that. It's kind of weird. It makes you wonder if you like double click on a button, if it's actually going to like delete or erase like a certain program. So I'm going to close that. Like I was talking before, here I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with the cursor. Right over here, you see that little button right there, how it's over near ESO pledges, how this is going. That's working, but however, going down into where the apps are, look at what happens. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to the right to rating, premium, to new, to play pass, and then when I get to play pass, I'm going to try to attempt to go down to ESO pledges, ESO helper, and ESO Surveyor Lite. That's the theorized thing of where we're going to be able to get the issue fixed of the loading bar. So I'm going to go over to the play pass. Now this is the important part if we have a connection, a bridge connection going over into ESO pledges. This is the important part. I don't know if this will go down or not. Yeah, that's not going down. Huh. Huh. And how do you know where the connection point is for the apps? You see what I'm saying? We have to have a line. There we go. So right here is where the this where I scroll should be going. If you're kind of catching on to what the new terminology is here in for Elder Scrolls, as we have iScroll needing work to where iScroll's not showing up. As soon you'll kind of understand the language pretty quick, as this is fairly simple to understand. iScroll is going to be so fun for you guys to work on. You're going to love working with iScroll. So that went in now. However, why did the Why did the cursor not go down? That's a question that is unknown right now. Yeah, I just stumbled upon this like one day. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was like, hey, this works. This takes care of the issue. And so this was just like a stumbling upon like fixing this part of the system. So this is an absolute blessing to be seeing. The question if it's better to keep this screen on, as we were talking earlier about the imaginary real real and clipboard extension. What do we have here for the terminology of what we can explain? Well, we're going to have to go over into iScroll. UScroll? We know scroll. It's like baby talk, baby scroll talk. UScroll? iScroll? No scroll. And this is just, there's nothing. What the heck is that going on with that? This is just froze. Come on, Tweet. Come on, get in there, Tweet. Come on. There, oh, Tweet just got in. Good, good. Oh, great. Okay, so this right here is showing Google Play Store isn't responding. Wait, is what I wrote or clicked on. And that might have gone, and that still, even though I wrote like wait, or even though I clicked on the button wait button, it's still off. I don't get that. I don't get what's going on. I do get what's going on, but I don't understand why this is not latching on. You see what I'm saying? We lost another net connection, and that's the point of what I'm explaining, to where we can have a connection. We have to be latched on. We have to get these little minor malfunctions out of the way, so in order for us to be able to work with Wiki. Okay. I'm flying out. Okay, so you get back in here and show us. Oh. And iScroll is not functioning, so we need iScroll to function. See what I'm saying? Like we can place the cursor down to where the planting down in this device, or rating, or family, or premium, or new, or whatever other button box. But this is just not. This is just not moving down. That doesn't even. This has to be specific. That's kind of weird. I'm sure. Yeah, so that's looking good. Okay. Why is that freezing? It's supposed to happen. Not for sure. So what we have to do right here with Starfield. Starfield is connected to Elder Scrolls. What we have to do with Starfield, you can't just write in Starfield. if you're invested, you can't just write Starfield. You'll see what I'm talking about if you're in the system right now. All right, now that's there. Now for you guys in Facebook, if you haven't bought Terraria yet, good time to buy Terraria soon because that will help your devices out tremendously. And what I'm talking about with Terraria, that's the only known thing that I know of that will help the connection for Facebook. So even though it doesn't say Elder Scrolls, this is a relation, or an outside relation. You see what I'm saying? When people when they relate games such as like Elder Scrolls and Elden Ring closely thinking of, but Elden Ring is not Elder Scrolls. No. So we have Terraria. Let's see where Reddit is. You read it? Okay, so Reddit usually has the little update, and that's as far as I'm going because I'm not going to go any further. Who knows what's going on inside here? No, that's come on, go back. Okay, there we go. So that should be good enough to get Wiki up and running and stay constant. Should. However, that is not yet proven yet. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go off of that screen and I'm going to bring in Wiki. How are you doing on your drive? Have you found your instant all research yet? Ooh-wee. And Wiki is just jumping all over the place. Yeehaw! Tweet, you come on, Tweet, you can do it. Come on, Tweet. Come on. I know you can do it, Tweet. Oh, what? Waiting and waiting and waiting. Come on, tweet. I've got some cupcakes. Oh, well, I'll give you a cupcake anyway if I have one when you get to me. However, wait. Who's tweet? Mount Buddy. Get Mount Buddy's tweet. What? How did that understand? Yeah, tweet. I will give tweet. Oh, fly. Fly, fly. Remember to not go into the net side, as this will certainly help us out in Elder Scrolls, in all of Elder Scrolls universe, and beyond the obstacle. Okay, so let's see. Is Wiki on? I can't see. I'm merely blind. Like, so. Right. So good. This is good. Wiki is on, and this is gonna help you guys out tremendously. By here later on, if you haven't gone into Wiki before, you're going to love when you're able to go into Wiki. You can go on the regular internet on your tabs, on the tab of your device, but you do not want to go on the net side. That ruins connections. I just have to explain that before. So this is going to make a lot more sense to those of you guys. You guys can go on to a regular tabbed internet, but you can't go on to the net side just yet. After this is taken off, that's fine. The point is going over on a tab. That's fine. That should work if you are paying. This is going to get worse and worse on thinking, well, hey, do I pay? If I pay for that, will that let me in? If I so is that free, or is that what is that? So that costs money and that's free. Okay, so the more understanding we have, the better. This is going to be a great thing. As you're looking here in Wiki, you're going to be looking at this like, how does this even remotely deal with Elder Scrolls? Well, stay tuned, and you will see. I'll be right back. As I'm taking a break in Tamriel space, all of these things of what I consider, and most every Elder Scrolls player that I could think of thinks the same thing that I do. When we consider the ESO app, this is the ESO app. Do you understand what I'm saying? When we look into things in Elder Scrolls, when we see an app that is directly related just to Elder Scrolls, we call it the ESO app. That's the connection that we have. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully, you guys are like picking up like what's kind of going on. I'm gonna take a quick break, and hopefully, you are enjoying your drive and getting ready to get into Wiki later. Just got back in here. You can't be a crabby apple. What that means is that you have to wait in order for these things to work. Yeah, straight up. Have you ever heard the stray dog before? That's the stray dog. Oh yes. So what right here? We found the problem. Found the problem, and so you guys are going to have to wait for this to get fixed because this is a delicate process. This has to be paid. What I'm talking about right in here, you see the cursor? It's the mouse. It's called the mouse or the cursor. You have to pay for this. You kind of see what I'm talking about. Over in the cursor where it couldn't go down, over in Wiki you can. As you can see, the cursor does go down to where we can receive the information, and iScroll is coming in slowly. We have the cursor that works in Wiki. That's an important thing. And so how is that going to get paid? You see what I'm saying? Like how do you explain how that's going to get paid, or what tool will help us to get down to the bottom of Wiki? You see what I'm saying? Getting all the way down to the bottom. This goes all the way down to near the bottom. It doesn't go all the way down. There's probably purposes of why that doesn't completely go down. But what I'm talking about here is getting us over in a connection over into Wikipedia for Elder Scrolls. And so right over here, clicking here on the Wiki app, we'll go over into the About section. And this will take us over into Wikipedia. There we go. So this is an example of a page like iScroll. Now, what I'm talking about with iScroll is the little thing, the little scroll bar that you see here on the right-hand side that just is not showing up. The programming has not been put in just yet, but that will take some time. Just take some time. And right over here of what I'm talking about in the About section here of Wiki, this is an important thing for where we can get into Wikipedia. This is more advanced technology to where we're not going over into another tab. We're completely connected to just one place. Do you see what I'm saying? Where Wiki, Elder Scrolls Wiki, is connected to Wikipedia. We want one place that we're going to instead of getting sent over to multiple places. Over on your regular inner tab, you can see when it goes over. However, in a complete connection, we have to understand how these things are working and these things have to be paid. So what I'm explaining here in the future, I don't know how the scroll bar, like in iScroll, how that's going to come in because I haven't worked with that side of the program. Not sure if I will. However, that's a good thing just to like having faith that the system is working. And so right here in the about section, this is pretty sweet. This is very sweet. So I'm going to just leave this here for right now. Here in Wiki, where you on the regular internet, you can go in, and this is the place you want to be able to click on where it says add another page. This is going to help us get over into Wikipedia. With that, I'm going to take a real quick break here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your drive and you're learning a lot more about Elder Scrolls. Okay, I just got back here. That was a quick break. Looking in here, was doing some quick thoughts about what's going to help us in iScroll here in Wiki. What I'm explaining with the iScroll is the little imaginary scroll bar that you guys see, which I refer to as iScroll. We want to be able to have the scroll bar where we can scroll down and up in Wiki of what I'm explaining. And with that, how that is going to get paid, this is going to take us all to where we pay for these things. And what I'm talking about here in the of what we're going to have to pay is the purpose of Wiki is to bring awareness in having an account. And with having an account comes with the responsibility of paying each month for a site. In the future, the login page will possibly be available. However, assumed no one has the money to pay $40 a month currently. That's the truth. Like when you're paying multiple things, you might not be able to pay like certain things. In this instance, yes, you guys are going to want to pay something. You are going to want to pay for iScroll. What I'm explaining with paying for iScroll, when you pay for iScroll, you will actually be able to go up and down on the screen. Kind of see what I'm saying? Where over in your regular app, that's why you're going to want to go over and get involved in Wiki. That's the important thing to understand, because if we don't have ice scroll working, our total screens are not going to work. And so I'm explaining the importance to where we have to figure out what exactly is ice scroll. Ice scroll is that little scroll tab that helps us scroll down, whether we are pressing a button on a laptop or a Macintosh or a computerized device such as an Android. If you're like pressing your finger on the screen, and where you scroll, you press your finger up on the screen and the screen goes down. This is what I'm talking about, what ice scroll actually is, and that needs to be paid. However, I don't know what that actually involves. That involves a substitute payment is what I'm talking about. The company is going to definitely get iScroll in, but we have to pay a certain channel in order for this to work. So when it comes down to it, on what you're going to actually pay, you want to make sure you're paying at least $40 a month in Elder Scrolls. This is going to make a lot more sense, because there's a lot more fees than that I'm not explaining right now. And when I'm explaining the suggested monthly allotment that you guys pay for Elder Scrolls is at least $40 a month. That can go down for iScroll to where you're paying for a regular internet each month. But that's not good enough. What I'm talking about with $40 a month, the government is very generous in offering discounted rates on getting you guys connected in the on a wire. If you're not connected, you won't be able to see things like this. What I'm talking about is we have to pay a certain amount of a monthly fee in order for these things to work. And what I'm talking about with iScroll is we need to be able to see the scroll tab in here on the screen on Wiki in the future. And that's with you guys actually paying me each month. What that's going to do is we're going to have a login system. We're going to have a running net, and we're going to have a login system. What I'm explaining with the login system right here in Wiki, we don't want to see this top here, the top thing here. We want to see the bottom thing here of where it says just Wiki, and we want to see something like over in like right here above the about section is a username, typing in your username and pressing the login button. You put in your password and then logs you into the system. That's the purpose of Wiki. Now, right now, currently, this is not a fully functioning net right now. This is just in the pre-state form for the getting over into Wikipedia. And what I'm explaining with getting the login system, this is going to present a better net for us in Elder Scrolls. And so with you guys paying the suggested amount of $40 a month in something that involves Elder Scrolls, that's going to help out. I don't know how much a monthly internet fee for you just to be connected to the internet. I don't understand how much that is. It could be like $5 a month or whatnot. But what I'm explaining is that you guys are going to want to at least be paying $40 a month. That can go further on to where if you have an Xbox console, for example, paying the ESO membership, it's about $14 or $15. That adds up really quick to where the $40 is taken care of. You see what I'm saying? If the example amount of your internet bill each month is $5, and then you're also paying an ESO membership, that goes from anywhere, like I'm just using an example, it's about $15 a month. for an ESO membership all around the board, whether you're in PlayStation, Steam, or Xbox. I'm using Xbox as an example. And so what I'm explaining with the example $15 amount and $5 amount, we have $20 that we're paying. Now you kind of see what I'm saying, where you wanna find out what other bill you need to take care of. This is going to help you guys out tremendously in understanding why I'm explaining you guys need to pay me in order for this to come into effect, to where we can show Wikipedia that this is a running system. You see what I'm saying? Wikipedia sees that we have a connection in Elder Scrolls, but this is not a true connection until the login system and the site is up and running as a full net site. That's going to take more money. I think it's about, oh goodness, I don't know how much like the yearly cost. I think like is like $150 a year for like an internet site. I don't know if that's like the amount is lower or if the amount is above. Last time I remember paying is that it was like $150 a year. So what I'm explaining here, this is a good solid number for us to find out where we're going to pay like each month. And with that, what I'm explaining for those of you that are getting further involved into Elder Scrolls, you're going to want to pay the monthly membership in ElderScrollsOnline.com as well. This is going to help you guys out. Either if you pay ElderScrollsOnline.com, if you're kind of catching on to what I'm saying, if you pay Elder Scrolls Test, the one-time fee, and then a bunch of other people pay, this fee for the login system, we'll be able to log in. Do you see what I'm saying? This is another form of us being able to log in to our own account. You will be able to have your own account and you can say this is your site. Do you see what I'm saying? There's some things that you're not able to do, and some things you'll never be able to do, but however you'll be able to do more things once the login system is put into place. So with the monthly fee over in ElderScrollsOnline.com is about the same, like roundabout. It's about $15 with some taxes. So we're looking at what I'm going to suggest here is this might be a little under $40, but what I'm explaining, this should take care of the issue that is going on. What I'm explaining is I want you guys to pay a natural internet, like such as Xfinity or what's the other one? I can't even think of all of the other internet service providers. I use Xfinity, and so what I'm explaining to you guys, like, is paying a monthly Xfinity is a good start. And so paying that, also paying a console fee each month. After that, paying ElderScrollsOnline.com each month. That will actually provide the $40 a month for the site to run. That's the theory and the assumption that if you guys pay that to the company will be able to pay me to where I can get the login system working in here in Wiki. So that's the suggestion for you guys to actually pay the path, like in Elder Scrolls. Now it goes a little bit further where I'm going to click onto the page here in Wikipedia for Elder Scrolls Online. This is going to be a great thing when this comes in, as it just did. This is a great thing. So this is for you guys that are not getting involved with Elder Scrolls completely. This is your drop-off point where you go into your other field that you're in. I linked up this specific page for the purpose for those of you guys, if you're not completely in Elder Scrolls, you're able to go into other places in Wikipedia. There's another place in Elder Scrolls Online that goes further into Wikipedia, but for right now, of what I'm explaining, the path you guys need to take that template that I had just suggested. When you use that template, you'll be able to actually understand how the cycle of payments are being fulfilled. So we got the start here for Wikipedia in the Elder Scrolls Online. Hopefully, you are enjoying your drive as we get more prepared in ice. So I'm gonna take a quick break. Hopefully, you're having a good drive. Just got back in here, and this is going to be a good suggestion on here of wherever you see the information inside of the places coming out from Wiki. What I'm going to explain here in Wikipedia, the important things for you guys to understand whether you use a Macintosh or a PC designed device. What I'm explaining on the PC side, I'm going to look into this a little bit more on what typewriter. I'm not sure if I've bought a typewriter before, but this is the important thing for you guys to understand. Over in Macintosh, what you guys are going to want to buy is called iWord. If you're in Apple, I'm going to check it out here really quick. I've been screwed with on the system a little bit, so hopefully, and it's showing here that it is in as I'm looking on the screen over on Apple. iWord is the actual program of those of you guys that are in Apple that use Apple devices. I'm going to check out here in iWord if here in Elder Scrolls in the actual font. These things do cost money, and this is going to help us out understanding like what it doesn't matter what font Wikipedia uses. Wikipedia can change over a font like in the total system, and what I'm talking about it over in Elder Scrolls Tests, I'm going to change the font over there. So those of you guys that check out Elder Scrolls Tests regularly, you'll start noticing a change in the wording, as you see right here in the Elder Scrolls Online, or abbreviated ESO. This is a type of what's called the wording of what's called a font. Most likely, the assumed font that's used in Wikipedia is Times New or New Times Roman numeral is most likely what Wikipedia uses. That's what this looks like for the font. And what I'm explaining over in Elder Scrolls with the font that is that is used, we use two types of fonts in Elder Scrolls. The one that I use is called Papers over in Elder Scrolls Test. And what I'm explaining with the importance of us to understand the two different sets of fonts that are used in Elder Scrolls. That's going to go further on for you guys understanding that are outside of Elder Scrolls. Companies use certain fonts. They companies in general normally just use two different types of fonts in the typewriter of inputting information in for the company. And so what I'm explaining here of the two different sets, I'm going to start looking in here in a little bit on what the different the different fonts. What I'm going to explain, I haven't even looked at it yet over here on the PC side. What I'm explaining on the PC side, we're going to want to see a typewriter called like eWord. Over in Apple, it's called iWord, whereas there might be an eWord in PC. And so that's what I'm going to look at here really quick. Here shortly. I'm looking here in iWord. The font. That's the color board. Let's see here. The italics. Okay. And just by writing in hi there on here an iWord that I'm typing in right now, the font has changed and I don't understand what just happened. So the font has changed over an word. I don't understand why this was. F is the. All sorts of fonts in iWord, which is a really good thing. So I'm going to look in here really quick to show that an explanation that we have this. This is most likely what Wikipedia uses is Times New Roman is what the font is most likely in Wikipedia. That's unknown though. I forgot about the other font that's used on the other side of Elder Scrolls, so I can't explain which font is used in the other side. What I explain on my side is Papyrus. Let's see here. Well, this is not in alphabetical order here in iWords, so just be patient here. That I'm checking to see that Papyrus is available. Yep, and Papyrus is available in iWord. That's the important thing for us to understand. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to put here an iWord. I'm not sure why this was changed. It was like a little clipboard of some sort. I'm going to go back to Times Roman. There's a couple of different ones. They're all about the same. As long as we see about the same types of information, that's what's important. So I think where this has Times New Roman PS italic MT Times Roman PS bold italic MT Times Roman PS bold Times New Roman PS MT. Looks like that's about the same. Let's see. Can see. Okay, and this is about as far as here. I'm going to show here in iWord of what this looks like. So look kind of glance at over here in Wikipedia of what the font looks like. I'm going to take Wikipedia off for a second here. And this is what iWord looks like. Is the thing you can see? It says hi there. Is this the same font? It's a Times New Roman. Is it PSMT? I think is what it's called. I don't know if that's the exact one. Back over here in Wikipedia, and this is the important thing to understand of us having a typewriter. to where we can type some information on what we need to write. If we can't write information, we're not going to get paid. See what I'm saying? We want to have our typewriters work. So those of you over in Apple, you're going to want to make sure you pay for iWord. Whereas now, going to start looking into where the typewriter is in on the PC side. So we'll be looking for the letter E. I'm going to take Wikipedia or take Wiki off. That's what you want to call it. So there, that was taken off. And now I'm going to go back where, oh, yes. Okay. This will be a good thing for us over in, on the PC side, on your Android or over on your laptop, any PC device that you have. Here. And this is what's called Google Play. If you didn't understand from before, from where this derives, both Wikipedia and Wiki both derive from the programs inside of here called Google Play. This is right now. This is where we want to be looking at over here on the PC side. Those of you guys over on the Apple side, I'm just going to type in iWord. And this is the reason why iWord is not available for those of us and you guys over on the PC side. iWord over on the PC side, you're just going to see a word puzzle game 2024, Wordly, Candy Crush Saga, and a couple of others. As you can see, we need iScroll to work. As you can see, the only last place that I can go in, which the last place you guys will be able to go into currently on the cursor, is where it says this device on the upper side of PC. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to typewriter. How about eWord? Well, it comes up with Wordy, Wordle, Google Docs. That's nothing. So what about like Internet Typewriter or just typewriter? Typewriter. Just typewriter. What's going to help us in Elder Scrolls? What are we going to be able to relate Elder Scrolls with what kind of typewriter we're going to get here in PC? Now we have Typewriter Simulator. Let's see here. What does this show here for the PC side? This is an important thing to be looking at. Let's see here. This does not even go down. There we go. So this is the app. Okay. You're not going to want this though. You see what I'm saying? It's not payable. If this was payable, then we'd be able to use this in Elder Scrolls, but we can't use this because this is not payable. It's going to save our butts in the future of what I'm saying. So, with what information do we have on iWord on what the actual typewriter is? What is iWord? iWord is a typewriter for the internet, and that's what I'm looking for here on the PC side. It would be a very easy thing if it was just written in as eWord. You see what I'm saying? IE, like Internet Explorer, like those of you guys that like remember Internet Explorer. You guys are probably so attuned to Google Chrome that you guys forgot about Internet Explorer. Let's see here. We have typewriter simulator. We have typewriter sound keyboard, type a book, typewriter animated keyboard. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go off of Google Play and I'm going to go on to the regular internet. These things have to be done. As much as it sucks if you don't have no money and you don't know how you're going to be able to pay, you got to find a way in getting that paid. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a quick search here in DuckDuckGo, or how about Google? Google makes more sense. Okay, so going over to Google, because Google directly relates to Google Play. I like DuckDuckGo though. DuckDuck. Okay, so do you guys see the Google screen? Yes, you do. So where is this? Okay, so right over here, I'm going to write in definition of iWord. Or was that? That's a J word. iWord. Just word. A single, it says here in Google, a single distinct, meaningful element of speech or writing, used with others or sometimes alone, to form a sentence and typically shown with a space on either side when written or printed. Well, that doesn't give us too much information on what iWord is. How about, what is iWord? iWord Pro on the App Store. So right here says from Apple, iWord Pro is a powerful word processor. So that's what we want to look for, is a word processor. Word processor for PC. Now, we don't want free word processors. We want the one that's payable. See what I'm saying? You don't want to actually, as much as these things are really good, like in some form for the word processors, of showing like a little boxed thing. In this context of what I'm explaining for Google Play, we wanna see what payable word processor is available. These ones right here, as you show Microsoft Office or WordPerfect Office or word processor Office Suite, those are good programs. However, in this context of us getting further into Google Play for Elder Scrolls, we're going to want to be able to pay for an actual app that helps us over on PC when we download. This is an important thing for you guys to understand on being able to type information, even write a little post in the internet, such as Facebook or Twitter. You guys are going to actually grow from paying for a Google Play word processor out. And so what I'm talking about with that is so we can get the Papyrus and the other font available over on all the sides for Xbox, PlayStation, and Steam. That's the purpose of me looking in for a word processor for us. So we can have the two different fonts available for us. And this is the point right here that I'm making for of why we need to pay. We can't just click and download an app, because if you download a free app, that's not gonna, it might function for a while, but won't function forever. So I'm looking for something like a forever word processor in PC. You see what I'm saying? You buy the word processor, done deal, done and over with. Don't have to deal with no more BS. And that's what I'm looking in here for. Let's see here. That's free. See on the searches here on some of these sites, when they talk, this upsets me beyond belief. Where when I see like best free blah 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 blah. See what I'm saying? When we're looking for something, we obviously know we have to pay for something, like these sponsored word processors such as Microsoft Office, and that's the point to where some of you guys have to pay for these. You have to pay for one of these. Like some of you are going to have to pay for some of these because you have no understanding of what I'm talking about. If you just follow along and go over, if you have a PC device such as an Android or like a tablet or a personal computer, you're going to want to go over into Google Play and pay for a word processing app. That will help your device out instantly. Plus, it will get your device to run a lot faster too. That's the whole point of that too. So I'm not gonna go into best free word processor. We have here Microsoft is very generous on this with you guys that are that do get involved with Microsoft. This is available for you guys in some form as a free online document editing with Microsoft Word. What about a Microsoft Word app? That I'm going to look in here and see if this is available on as an app, Microsoft Word. So I'm going to take the regular internet screen off, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back over into the ESO app as it's called. I call this the ESO app. It's the ESO app to me. And there's a discernment of what the ESO app is. UESP is not the ESO app, and so there could be many discussions on that, which I'm sure already has been, and there will be more discussions on what that actually means. Let's see here. Over here, we are looking for a typewriter. So I'm going to type in here, searching for Microsoft. What is that, Word? Yeah. Microsoft Word. Word app. And this is what this comes up with. Boom. Okay, so what is... There, that went in. So that's good. There we go. So this is slowly working. See what I'm saying? The cursor was not working, but now it's like slowly working. We want iScroll to work, and in order to get this working, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to pay for a word processor. This is what this is going to take to get iScroll working. This is most likely happening on all of your guys' device in Microsoft. Let's see here, I'll type this in again. I don't know why that didn't go into the Google Docs. That's good, but that's not what we're looking for. There we, oh, this is working. This is a really good thing. So when this shows a money amount, any one of these will actually work. First for a word processor. Let's see here. So Google Sheets, tap Office, Acrobat. That won't work. Acrobat is nice, however, not going to work because that's not payable. Document editor, Word, Excel. And this is just frozen. Okay, well, I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what you're seeing as we're about to close down. It's overtime right now in ESO news. So I'm going to take a quick break. Going to get off the screen. We are frozen in the Elder Scrolls universe. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the day, and we're going to get this fixed. Finding a word processor is tough. Okay, just got back. I'm going to end this segment of ESO news. Hopefully, you guys check out later on for tonight game here later on as we gear for the game tonight. So we're kind of stuck in Elder Scrolls universe in finding a word processor. Right now, currently, the system is just froze. So we are in the freezing state, the frozen. We are gearing towards winter frost. I know that's going to get in. Hopefully, you've enjoyed your day and your drive by watching. Hopefully, you tune in here later on, and tomorrow also. Hopefully, you have a good rest of the day.